It's time to relax, grab a drink, pull up a chair by the hearth, and have a seat in the Skald Circle to listen to the tale of Neverwash from Russia is told by Casimir. As a special treat, this story is being told in the style of our live in-person shows. While this means the story may not be as word for word as transcribed, we are certain you will love it.
Before we begin our story, we wanted to remind you that we release new tales for free every week. Our tales are released on Wednesdays. Find out where you can hear them on our website at theskaldscircle.com.
And be certain to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, or whatever your favorite podcast app is. That way you'll never miss out on one of our enchanting tales from around the world.
Additionally, if you'd like to hear more of our stories and some of our witty banter, this is your reminder that we perform live stories on Twitch every 3 weeks on Thursdays. You can find more information about that on our Facebook page. Just click on the Events tab.
In addition to a reminder about our live Twitch shows, we have some exciting news. The Skald Circle will be at the Bristol Renaissance Faire, July 13th and 14th, 27th and 28th, August 10th and 11th, and August 31st through September 2nd. We would love to see you there. Once upon a time, there was a soldier who had served through 3 campaigns, but had never earned so much as an addled egg, and was never put on the retired list. Then, as he went on the road marching on and on, he became tired and sat down by a lake. And as he rested, he began thinking things out. Where shall I now betake myself, and how shall I feed myself? And how the devil shall I enter into any service? As soon as he had spoken these words, a little devil rose up at once in front of him and said, "Hail, soldier! What do you wish? Did you just now not say that you wish to become one of our servants? Why, soldier, come up and be hired. We will pay you well." What is the work?" "Oh, the work is easy enough. For 15 years, you must not shave, you must not have your hair cut, you must not blow your nose, you must not change your garb. If you serve this service, then we will go to the king, who has 3 daughters. 2 of them are mine, but the 3rd shall be yours." "Very well," said the soldier. "I will undertake this contract, but I require in turn to get anything my soul hankers after." "It shall be so. Be at peace. We shall not be in default." "Well, let it be fully at once. Carry me at once into the capital and give me a pile of money. You know yourself how little these goods a soldier ever gets." So the little devil dashed into the lake, got out a pile of gold, and instantly carried the soldier into the great city. And all at once he was there. "What a fool I have been," said the soldier. "I have not done any service, no work, and now I have the money." So he took a broom, never cut his hair, never shaved, never wiped his nose, never changed his garb, and he lived on and grew wealthy. So wealthy he did not know what to do with his money. What was he to do with his silver and gold? Very well. I will start helping the poor. Possibly they may pray for my soul. So the soldier began distributing alms to the needy, to the right and to the left, and he still had money over, however much he gave away. His fame spread over the whole kingdom, and came to the ears of all. So the soldier lived for 14 years, and on the 15th year, the Tsar's exchequer gave out. So he was summoned the soldier. So the soldier came to him unwashed, unshaved, uncombed, and his nose unwiped, and his dress unchanged. "Health, your majesty." "Listen, soldier. You, they say, are good to all folks. Will you lend me some money? I have not enough to pay my troops. If you will, I will make you a general at once." "No, your majesty. I do not wish to be a general, but if you will do me a favor, give me one of your daughters as my wife, and you shall have as much money as you wish for your treasury." So the king began to think. He was very fond of his daughters, but he could not do anything whatsoever without money. "Well," he said, "I agree. Have a portrait taken of yourself, and I will show it to my daughters and ask which of them will take you." So the soldier returned, had the portrait painted, which was feature for feature, unshaved, unwashed, uncombed, his nose unwiped, and in his old garb. and he sent it to the Tsar. Now the Tsar had 3 daughters. The father summoned them and showed them the soldier's portrait. He said to the eldest, "Will you go and marry him? He will redeem me from great embarrassment." The Tsarevna saw what a monstrous animal had been painted with tangled hair, uncut nails, unwiped nose. "I certainly won't," she said. "I would sooner go to the devil." And from somewhere or other the devil appeared, stood behind her with a pen and paper, heard what she said, and entered her soul into the register. Then the father asked the next daughter, "Will you go and marry the soldier?" "What? I would rather remain a maiden. I would rather tie myself up with the devil than go with him." And so the devil went and inscribed her soul as well. Then the father asked his youngest daughter, and she answered, "Evidently this must be my lot. I will go and marry him and see what God shall give." And then the Tsar was very blithe with this, and he went and told the soldier to make ready for the betrothal, and he sent him 12 carts to carry the money away. Then the soldier made use of his devil. "There are 12 carts. Pile them all high at once with gold." So the devil ran into the lake, and the unholy ones set to work. Some of them brought up 1 sack or 2, and soon they filled the carts and sent them to the Tsar into his palace. Then the Tsar looked, and now summoned the soldier to him every day, sat with him at the one table, ate and drank with him. And when they got ready for the marriage, the term of 15 years was over. So he called the little devil and said, "Now my service is over. Turn me into a youth." So the devil cut him up into little bits, threw them into a cauldron, and began to brew him. Brewed him, washed him, collected all his bones one by one in the proper way. Every bone with every bone, every joint with every joint, every nerve with every nerve. Then he sprinkled them with the water of life, and the soldier arose such a fine young man as no tale can tell, and no pen can write. He then married the youngest Tsarevna, and they began to live a merry, good life. I was at the wedding. I drank the mead and the beer. They also had wine. I drank it to the very dregs. But the little devil ran back into the lake, for his elder hauled him over the coals to answer for what he had done with the soldier. "He has served out his period faithfully and honorably. He never once shaved himself, nor cut his hair, nor wiped his nose, nor changed his clothes." Then the elder was very angry. "In 15 years, you were not able to corrupt this soldier. Was all the money given in vain? What sort of devil will you be after this?" And he had him thrown into the burning pitch. "Oh, no, please, grandfather," said the grandson devil. "I have lost the soldier's soul, but I have gained 2 others. "What?" "Look, the soldier thought of marrying the Tsarevna. The 2 elder daughters both declined and said they would rather marry a devil than a soldier. So there they are, and they belong to us." So the grandfather devil approved what the grandson imp had done, and set him free. "Yes," he said, "you know your business very well indeed." And that is the tale of Neverwash from Russia. Thank you for listening to our story. Before we talk about anything else, we need to address a saddening fact. Every year, more and more of these stories vanish from collections, forever to be lost to time. Our mission at the Skald Circle is to keep these stories alive for generations to come. If you want to help support our mission, we recommend taking a look at our Patreon page as noted in the description below. For even $1 a month, you can help us keep these stories alive, while also earning great rewards. Also, remember to subscribe to us on your podcast app, and leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed the story. It really helps us.
A special thank you to all our Patreon supporters for your support this month. Without your contribution, we wouldn't be able to continue these stories, and we truly appreciate it.
Visit theskaldscircle.com or our Facebook page to stay up to date with all our current events, news, and much more. Not only that, but you can also visit our story archive of every tale we have told. It's sorted by origin and region for the convenience of your listening pleasure.
Once again, we want to thank you for listening to our story.